So they say change is the only constant, and boy, does this apply to immigration in a big way. Recently, we all know, and the reason that you are here on this video is the fact that AIP has again brought about some changes. And it's not been long since AIP bought its supposedly new system to improve its application processing. So it was only on 3rd of June, a little over 2 months away, AIP bought a certain number of guidelines which was expected to improve its processing time and everything. But we know what all went wrong and what was the challenge that was faced by all the candidates across the board, thousands and thousands of candidates. We did a lot of live streams, a lot of videos on this particular topic. And now it seems that AIP has taken a note of the issues faced by candidates, issues reported by candidates across different forums, videos, their Twitter feed, and everywhere. And now AIP has come up with a new set of guidelines. So on August 7th, which is yesterday, AIP brought about a new system of accepting applications, or rather I should say processing application. The details are not yet out, but we are expecting those details to be out very soon. So what is the new change? So effective immediately, all the 2024 application windows stands withdrawn. So AIP is no longer going ahead with the next application window of August 13th and the remaining 4 windows for 2024. In its place, it will bring a new expression of interest system, and the more details will be available on 30th of September 2024. So what we can expect that during this month, during the month of August and September, there would be no new applications that AIP would be accepting, and it will rather focus its time on processing of the current applications that it has received. So what are the new changes in the new system? So first, we should note that this particular change applies to all the streams. This particular change is not specific to a particular stream. That is very important to note. So for all the worker streams, this change would be applicable. As I said, all application windows are abolished and a new EOI systems would be introduced. This is the particular declaration or the announcement from AIP. So if you look into here, it very well says that it will launch a new expression of interest system where the candidates would be able to submit an expression of interest, and then post it would be placed in a pool of applicants, and from that pool AIP will draw based on a candidate ranking system and the provincial labor market needs. And it goes without saying that the current windows or the existing windows that were declared on 3rd of June stands withdrawn. So I just tried to put a very quick flowchart for what to expect. So it will all start with the candidate submitting expression of interest, and I some way feel that this particular system of EOI will benefit the candidates. The specific reason for my belief is the fact that candidate will be able to now control their application. Now candidates is not at the mercy of the province to send them a NOI. I hope when the system is live, when the details of the systems are out, we will have a system where under all the streams, candidates can submit their EOI during the month and it goes into a pool. So all the candidates who apply via a EOI form would be placed in a pool, and then from that pool, AIP will invite candidates to apply. Now, one thing important that you have to see from the last update from the update that AIP has introduced is the fact that the basis of drawing from the pool would be two primary factors. Number one would be a candidate ranking, and the second factor would be the Alberta labor needs. So depending on the month and the time of the year, Alberta would have its own labor needs to be satisfied, and that would be done through, or that should be reflected in this particular draws. So for example, if in a particular month, Alberta feels that it needs to invite hospitality sector, it would go ahead with the draw for the hospitality sector. Similarly, if in a particular month it feels that it needs more workers from healthcare system, it will conduct a draw and invite candidates in that particular sector. So it will now be dependent on candidate ranking and Alberta labor needs. And by candidate ranking, I mean let the system be out, because right now candidate ranking is only available, was only used for the express entry streams where they were ranked based on their CRS scores. There was no scoring system for, say, a AOS or a tourism and hospitality or other streams, other non-express entry stream, or a rural renewable scheme for that matter. So what I feel would happen is, it on 30th of September, it will introduce a new ranking system. It will give the details out of the new ranking system, how the candidates would be ranked. Would there be a scoring system? In all possibility, yes, there would be a system of score that would be assigned to each candidate. And apart from that, the particular score of candidates plus the sector under which he is applying, or the particular economic sector or the occupation he is applying, will play a major role in getting an invitation from the pool. And again, guys, you have to understand, this is only an invitation to apply for the PNP. This has nothing to do with IRCC yet. PR application or invitation to apply for PR would come from IRCC. Okay. And we will all have to see how this particular system would differentiate between the express entry changes and non-express entry changes. We will have to see. So we hope that on 30th of September, there are more details out. I'm sure during the month, like we still have 1.5 months to go. During these particular months, we will have more details out. Okay. What remains same? So all the candidates who have created current applications, they would continue to be processed. There is no impact on those. And what also remains same is the overall target for each of the streams. If you continue going through the updates, there are a bunch of applications which Alberta has already accepted in the past 3 windows. And also for Tech Pathway, it has already sent out NOIs in the last 2 windows. So those applications would continue to be processed. So for example, if you have received a NOI under a Tech Pathway, you still have 60 days to submit your application, submit your documents, and then go and then take your process all the way through. Similarly, if you have already submitted for, say, a AOS on 11th of June, your application will still be processed. That doesn't impact. Okay, so these things would remain the same. So impact. So in summary, let us summarize everything that we discussed till now. So the overall impact is a new application system for AIP, a new candidate ranking system that we are expecting for AIP. There would be a new draw system. So right now the draws was done only for express entry pools. But with this particular new system, we are expecting that there will be a new draw system which will be introduced. And as I said again and again, the major changes, all these changes is applicable for all of the streams. So this I feel would be the overall impact of the new guidelines that have been issued by AIP. And as I said earlier, I am expecting more details to be out in days and weeks to come. And as and when those details come out, I'll try and make a detailed video on that and bring updates to you guys in a concise manner. So I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. And what I'll do now is I'll start putting my WhatsApp group links in the videos towards the end of the video, so that I am not swarmed with some bots or posts on my WhatsApp group. Earlier, I had put my links on the description, but that caused a lot of issues with my group. So right now, what I'll do is I'll just put out some of the QR codes here, and then you can join the group if you want. So Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.